Greetings everyone, this is Rusty Dog and we are back in Elite Dangerous 2.4 Beta 1, and I came to a war system here, hoping to look for massacre missions that would, because I wanted to stack a couple and see how it played out, whether I had to, whether I was able to complete all missions in one go or not. And I wanted to test that out. Now, I've come here in a war system. Admittedly, it's a very low population, about 85,000 or something like that, 89,000. And the only massacre missions that were here were for sentry skimmers, so I'm not really interested in those. I wanted ship ones where you go to the conflict zones. But I've come to the bulletin board here, and I've seen there's 37 missions available, which, okay, there's only 6 here, and only 6 here, and only 8 there, but 37 available to me. The rest, either my ship's too big or I need to be cordial. But I came across this one, Liberate One Hostage. Now you'll see here there are quite a few assassination missions. These vegetable generals. So yeah. So yeah, these venereal generals, I'm not going to say it right, I refuse. Okay. Assassinate venerable general Quinton, and they're all rather low paying, and I think the rank is varying on each one. But it seems that there's a lot of people that they want assassinated. Some of them are generals, as you can see, some of them are deserters. So I like the fact that there's 2 different types here. And what is this meant to be? The scales of justice. Yeah, we'll take them out, and that's justice. Yeah. So yeah, I'm kind of liking these new diverse icons, but I like how there's a gun sight with the scales of justice, what appears to be to me the scales of justice right in the middle there. So I don't know, I find that a little bit humorous. And then you got some of these, but this one, hopefully it's still there. This one, the Liberate One Hostage, I thought, okay, well that seems interesting. The reputation increase is damn good. 3 pluses, and the influence there just at 2. And you get a material. The reward, well, it's not really a big deal for me, but it's not the point. Money's not the point really, and I'm going to try and make my game less about the money. I've got the billion, and I want to try and keep that if possible. But if I do a mission for only 80,000, I want the experience of doing that mission, as opposed to thinking about, yeah, but I'm not going to take it on because it's only 80 grand and not worth my time, because then I'm going to bypass the experience of doing it. And I haven't done a mission like this before, and I don't know whether this was in pre 2.4. I certainly haven't seen one, but again, probably because of what I've just said, that I just probably don't bother taking them on. But the only hostage missions I've seen before are ones where you have to you find a ship, and then you attack it and you pick up the hostage, I believe. I haven't actually done a hostage mission before. This one is different, and I haven't seen this before. So you actually need an SRV for this one. So it's rescuing or find the missing hostage on a planet or on a base, or I don't know. This is where we are, Bingui, Yakshimash. So take the items to tall installation, which when you arrive here you'll find it's not really very tall at all. It's about the same size as most other ones. Yes, that's a joke for those. I know there's going to be someone out there who's going to say that's not what it meant, but yeah, I already know that. And I like the fact that it says Liberate here, and she looks a bit like Serverland from Blake 7. But anyway, yeah, enough of that. So I'm going to take this mission on because I don't need a conductive component. I've got a few of those, I think. The reward is pretty meager, but I like the idea of going to rescue a hostage by landing on a planet and getting my SRB out. Uh, so I'm going to give this a go. Scan the nav beacon in the target system to help locate the target. You can also use discovery scanners for the same purpose. Right, we need to go to V419 Hydra, so let's just accept that mission. I haven't even looked in this one. Okay, I'm guessing this is a courier firm. You see, I like the fact that there's what 6 missions available, but they're all the same, and even the ones that aren't applicable to me because they're not, my ship's too big. They're all courier jobs. I can understand a minor faction being, specializing in courier jobs, and therefore all the missions are courier jobs. I can get that, but I don't know if that's really the case. That's how minor factions work. But if it is, if you have if say Bingoey Jet Syndicate is particularly specializing in courier jobs, as they clearly are, then yeah, I would expect a board full of courier jobs and perhaps the odd different one. So yeah, I mean, I'd be okay with that if that was the case. But it's like here we've got, these are the Sentry Skimmer ones. We got courier jobs as well. So it's couriers and massacres. So would you mind taking this this little parcel to here? Oh, and go and kill this bloody skimmer while you're at it. Yeah, the payments that's quite reasonable. 6 light years. I mean, for me, even with this kind of money, that's reasonable money. That's almost 750,000 just to do one jump and deliver a thing. That's reasonable amount. Recommended rank elite, hostile ships may be sent your way, da 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 da. But I think that's a good payout. That's not a small payout, and it's not overly large either. That's just about right. That's the the Goldilocks price, if you like. The right there, right in the middle. This one was just right. So, and that's just a case of nipping across to the next neighbor and dropping off a parcel or a letter or whatever it might be, a package, let's say, and you pick up this money. But yet going down to a planet's surface and killing a sentry skimmer in a base that's either got medium security or high security, which I think is more risky, and the payout here is less. I mean, particularly on this one. And even with this one, where your recommended rank is deadly, which matches mine, you've got to go to this, which is triple plus here, and it pays out less. I'm not quite. So obviously these courier jobs are either very sensitive and very important, and I'm seeing firmware pop up as a material rewards fairly often now. And I'm not complaining. That's a good thing. I just wish cracked industrial firmware popped up as frequently as modified embedded. So anyway, let's get this mission underway. I'm going to find another system for my massacre missions. I'm going to see if I can find a system that does that. Now, reference the chatter you can hear in the background. I like it. I like that it's there because when you're playing the game, it kind of adds to the immersion that reminds you that you're there, and it's not just fallen silent. I haven't gone into a hangar, so I think that's good. But it's rather annoying to talk over it on a video. But the game's really not there for that. Okay, so yeah, it's all good. So far, I don't really have any gripes about 2.4 beta. except on the live stream yesterday when some of the mission payouts were over the top. They were just ridiculously high. And I don't mind, you know, for me 2 million to deliver a boom time delivery is fine for my let's say for my pay scale, my financial thing. Adding another 2 million to that, you know, it scales in there nicely for me. But and maybe I was only offered 2.7 million because I'm trade rank elite. I don't know if I was trade rank, you know, whatever the first couple are, I forget now, that it would have been less money. I don't know. I would hope it would be, but I think it's too much and it needs to be balanced a bit better. So let's get the hell. I don't know why on the launch pad on a base here it needs to do this. I understand in the starports because you need to be facing the door, but why does this down, rotate and back up happen here?
Docking restraints retracted. You may exit the exclusion zone.
Is it to avoid the danger of ships piling into the station, perhaps? You know, but I could just as easily reverse. You know, just going forward into the station. But I don't see the point. I don't see why you can't just lift off the pad as you would if you're on the planet's surface. And I think the reason is that
this landing pad has not been assigned to you. Move away, Commander.
It was assigned to me. Yeah, I think the reason is that. Well, actually, no. No. It wouldn't be that, would it? No, because when you want to launch, instead of going. Yeah, I know why. It's because the station services offers the launch option. That's why. Where on a planet surface you don't get the launch option. You just press up whenever you feel like it, and it starts spinning the turbines up or whatever. I'm just guessing, and up you go. Can't be a turbine, can it? But yeah, you know what I mean. That round circle thing in the middle that starts spinning up. That happens on a planet surface, but you can take off whenever you want. Where on the launch pad you actually have a button for launch. But I don't see why when you click that launch it can't just release you and go click and release. Yeah, why can't it do that? Why do we have to go down and twist around and back up on a planetary base? I don't see the sense in that. There's no doors to face to, you know, away from, or face to, or, you know, maybe it's just about not hitting the, I don't know. Yeah, I'm trying to work that one out. As you can tell, my brain's a bit confused at the moment. So yeah, come on, let's go. I think I'm going to question that. I'm going to ask that in the forums and see if anybody's got an answer that's satisfactory.
All clear. Safe travels, Commander.
Oh, and by the way, in case you didn't know, satisfactory is where satisfaction is made. Right. I know. I'm going to get booed off the stage. Right, so we'll just get out of here. Unfortunately, I can't just jump straight there because the system is behind us. So we're going to have to come out of orbital cruise and get properly away from the planet. Let's take a look. Yeah, there's me. Do we have a view of the rear end? There we go. I knew it'd be somewhere. We can zoom out. Yeah. Let me just put this back a sec. Okay, it's just called zoom, not field of view or anything. Okay. Okay, well, we're out, so we should be able to... oh, I need to target my system. Now, it's within... It's easily within the navigation range here, so it should show up here. There it is. So we can just lock that in and engage. Yeah, so this is interesting to me. I haven't done a mission like this before. And please leave a comment and let me know if these planetary surface hostage missions existed in 2.3. I have a vague impression that they did, or something similar, certainly. I'm just gonna do a D-scan first. There we go. Didn't have to go to the nav beacon, so that's cool. Manager William. Does that mean his name's William Manager? Okay. Your target's last known location is being copied to transaction. So what's my target going to be in? Is he going to be in a ship that I have to shoot with my SRV? Or is he going to be in another SRV with, you know, with a hostage in a headlock position? I don't know. No, I don't know what to expect, actually. I don't know what I'm going to come up on, and I like that. So yeah, 6E. So now that that's been, I can go into the system map and lock that in. There it is. And I don't believe it's going to give us any information beyond that. There are 2 bases there. Yeah. Well, let's just go there. Did I lock that in? Because it's... There we go. Sometimes those icons are grayed out and it looks like they're not available, but yeah, clearly it was. So I'm going to nip back to primary 1 on my fire groups, because that's where my weapons are. I don't need my discovery scanner again for a while. So yeah, this is going to be a new territory for me. And I'm not ruling out the possibility of having my SRB destroyed, but in the beta I really just don't care. And I like to test out missions like this that I've not taken on before in the beta to see, can I do it, can I not do it, will I get killed? I'd rather do that in the beta, and then if I know, yeah, these missions are fine, I can handle them, then I can go into the live game and be okay with them. You know, because there are some missions I'm not particularly keen on, you know, going into bases that are high security, whatever, with my SRB and just getting pummeled by defense turrets and whatnot. But if I test it out in the beta and I get pretty good at it, at avoiding death by SRV debris, then I don't mind having a pop at it in the main game. Not that I wouldn't have a pop at it in the main game, but the beta's handy for stuff like this, you know, for testing this kind of thing. Let's see if we can rescue this hostage then. I had to back off the throttle there. I'm not even sure. Yes, we're fine. Now, because I'm focused on the planet and not the base, this should be scanning anytime soon. And I'm just about to bypass a large planet on the right there, so I might be slowing down a little bit now. No, it seems okay. 7, there, we're okay. So we're going to explore this thing now with a quick scan. Planetary surface scan, as it were. Wouldn't it be cool, you know, when you go into the system map and you get that info about, you know, 36% iron, 12% magnesium, if it just popped up in the info panel there for a few seconds. Oh, I'm just coming in a little bit faster. That's got to be my thing, right? Or is that the base? Yeah. Okay, I need to just slow down first before I do anything. Now, do we have anything on the scope here? There we go. It's a crash location. Ah, okay. So I might not necessarily be coming up against any resistance then. There might be a couple of skimmers there, but okay. Yeah, crash location. You see, now that's making me think that these missions have actually appeared before. Just keep it under the 0. There we go. Just keep it in the blue. I think I've gone a bit too... No, I'm okay. Am I? No. I think I messed it up. I don't know. I might be just about perfect. Yes, I am. 39 degrees. I'll take that. But I am... Am I coming in too fast? Well, I guess I'll find out. No, I'm fine. I actually thought that was a little bit too quick, but it seems like it was okay. Oh, okay, so it's a crash location. I don't know why I got the idea into my head that there was even a slight possibility that I would be shooting at a small ship from my SRV. Yeah, right. I think we can boost here. So gravity minus... I'm reading the coordinates. 0.13. Oh, God. Okay, but at least we have it now, I think, don't we? Yeah, we have it now. Because the white blip has appeared on the radar. And there it is. Now, it's not impossible to scoop this up with your ship. But you've got to be you've got to do it right, and also, well, obviously you have to do it right. But I don't want to destroy the I don't want to risk destroying the canister, but you can scoop from the planet's surface. I mean, obviously the bigger the ship, the more awkward that is, but it's nothing just to nip out in the SRV and do this. If I can get a parking space around here. I think I appear to be on a hill or something. Let's see if I can get this turning blue. It looks like it might be a little awkward. It doesn't look like we're on as big of an incline as I suspected now. I'm not getting any blips on my right. Oh, there it is. Okay, he's just a little bounty hunter. He's peeing off now. Where is he? I can't catch him up. I can't catch up with him. Okay, never mind. I was gonna maybe have a pop at him, but okay. I think the problem is me. I think I'm a bit too far. There we go. Great. If I could land here. Yeah, I thought it was me. My nose was a bit dipped, making it look like I was on an incline. Alright, so let's just quickly go and get the SRB out and scoop this guy up. I am going to go back. If you watched my live stream, I ended by being at Comovoy doing some of the ancient ruins. That did update, by the way, for those who watched the live stream. That did eventually update. You can see 27 tons I collected, but the tier at the side there is not really moving at all. I'm guessing that's just because it's running differently to normal CGs. There is no tier 2, tier 3 at the moment, and there's no progress bar, so I guess it's just gonna, it's not based on a progress bar, it's just gonna run out when the time left, when the 2 weeks, 2 days, 23 hours, when that runs out, that's when it ends, and not when it reaches tier 1, so I guess that's why it looks that way. But the number of contributors has over doubled since yesterday, so that's good. 25,000 tons have been collected, so averaging there, and I mean averaging, very, very averaging, would be 2,500 tons per person. That's a lot. No, wait a minute, that's not right. I can't be bothered to work it out. It's 25 tons per person, right? Yeah, 25 tons per person. And I've got 27. So, but anyway, I've done enough to get the ship decal, but I would like to do more of that because the environment is nice and it's pretty cool. Oh yeah, what is that? Okay, so yeah, superpowers. This is cool, isn't it? That you can filter all these now. They're already cleared, but yeah. But you've got to be careful because sometimes it's, you know, it's focused there on the filter instead of being like here. All right, so let's get that back, and we'll go and pick up this item. I don't know whether I'm going to encounter any resistance, but I'm ready for it. Yeah, of course you cannot boost because I'm still too close to the ship. They didn't want people piggybacking on ships and then dismissing the ship. Oh, Frontier, why can't you let us do these things? Now, this is the one. But what do I do? What about the others? What's geological equipment? I can get this. That looks dodgy. Synthetic that's legal salvage. Okay, synthetic reagents. And anything, yeah, synthetic. Now it says legal salvage, but that doesn't necessarily mean. Oh yeah, okay, it's not stolen or anything, and it's got a galactic average of 6675, so it's something. It's better than having an empty slot on the in the cargo. And there, oh look, now that makes a lot of. What the hell? But this makes a lot of sense. A broken down SRB. But where's the hostage? What is this? An occupied escape pod? Well, I feel. Okay, wait a minute. Just in the live stream we had those search and rescue agents, you know, and yet here is an occupied escape pod, the kind of thing that they're after. And look at that wave scanner going nuts. Which is the one for the occupied escape pod? Probably that middle one, the top two lines that are close together, but yeah. So let's get rid of the synthetic reagents. Don't want that. And I want to pick up this escape pod because I can take that back to the search and rescue people. Yeah, great. We can do a couple of things. I'm not sure there's going to be a search and rescue back at Bingui, but there certainly is one at Shinrata Desra. I don't think we're too far away from that. Yes, I got a little boost in just before you cancelled it. As if you can jump over a Corvette. Alright, so let's see. Hope the game doesn't crash, because it did last time when I was trying this. And I think we're okay. Well, that was rather simple, and to be honest, it was rather uneventful. Some skimmers would have been nice. It looks like, I mean, if you were going to make up a story around this, you could say that the occupied escape pod, whoever's in there, was the one who took the hostage. But then, yeah, it would make sense. I was going to say the SRV is only a one-man vehicle, but yeah, you could say that the ship was, but there's no ship wreckage here. So where did all that cargo come from on the floor? Anyway, I'm overthinking stuff. See, there you go, these three lines, it looks like a turbine spinning up. Why can't we take off from planetary bases like that? Right, so back to Bengui Yakshimash. Sorry, Jingui. So we'll lock that in and we'll head off. I didn't get much of a mass lock there, did I? I was like, I only, what was I, 3 kilometers up? Okay. No, it's over the horizon here. I don't think I'm going to be able to get there. No. If that gyroscope thing, that compass thing, dot was solid to begin with, I'd be able to get straight out. But even the fact that it was hollow and on the edge of the screen, it means you have to turn too much and you're blocked. Yeah, it's obscured. I thought so. But you'll notice I am on its side of 90 degrees, so I'm kind of heading towards it slowly. And now the planet has turned orange, and so that means it's no longer obscured, and we can go. Take my time. There we go. I would like to see a revamped hyperspace tunnel, but nothing like flashy. I'm not talking about, you know, all these blurry graphics coming at you, making you dizzy. Because if you're out in deep space exploring and you're doing many jumps, you don't want to be doing like 30 jumps and then getting a headache from looking at this dizzying stuff coming towards you. It has to still be subtle, like it is now. If that makes sense. Yeah. I quite like the one from Star Trek, you know, where it all rushes towards you for a few seconds, like whoosh, and then you're in this hyperspace kind of thing where the stars are all streaks. And then as you pull out, kind of Star Wars style, when the Millennium Falcon pulled out, remember? And all the stars just went from streaks back to dots, and well, they ended up in a meteor or an asteroid field. But yeah, it's okay as it is. It's just, maybe it just needs a little bit of tweaking, just a different look. I don't know. It's certainly not anything that should be on anyone's priority list. But I am looking forward to the updates after 2.4, the so-called core gameplay. And but I'm sort of worried in a way, because I don't know what they're going to do, but I hope they get it right. And yeah, I don't know if they should put some kind of survey out there for people to fill in and maybe get some ideas. They've probably got Frontier probably have their own ideas, but core gameplay is going to make or break how good this game is. Like it's kind of staying power, if you like. You know, the thing in the game that when you put it down, it makes you want to come back. Not that mindset of, oh, the grind. I just can't be bothered. I need to put it down for a few days. Not that. You want something where, oh, you know, I want to go back tomorrow and give it another go and do this and do that because it's so cool. And there's a lot of people out there on the forums and such places, and they've got some pretty good ideas. Some not so much. I looked at a couple the other day and I thought, yeah, that's most of what you've just said is all in your head. It's some weird, yeah, some weird wishes, let's say. But there's some out there that are really good ideas, make some good sense. Maybe a little survey out there asking what people would like to see, or giving them multiple choice. Would you like to see this? Would you like to see that? Would you like to which area would you like us to give the most attention to? In which case I would probably say the mission board. Like, you know, do something properly about mission stacking properly, and also more diversity of missions, more quantity of missions, and balanced rewards based on your rank. So the more you increase in your wealth and your rank, the more you'll get paid, because it scales with your wealth, kind of thing, to make the missions worthwhile. So if you're a newbie and you get a mission for 20,000 credits, you think, wow, I've only got 1,000. That's some good money right there. But when you get into the hundreds of millions, or even indeed the billions, 20,000 credits isn't going to cut it. Not even 200,000 is something you would probably not even take on. Especially if it's a common mission, like a boom time delivery or a courier mission, you know, something that you see a lot of. But if the rewards are good, I think people would just take them on. But I also don't think that certain types of missions, well, depending on the risk, but I don't think like a courier mission should necessarily pay more than a boom time, or vice versa, making one more preferable to the other. You know, they should balance as well. They should be varying amounts. So like, for example, boom time delivery payouts are all different, as would be courier missions, you know.
Core dynamics, Romeo uniform,
Sierra,
comms link
but obviously
online.
something like a massacre mission,
Speed and submit to security scans
or
if you are
missions
required to do
that
so.
entail risk.
Approved for access. Proceed to landing pad 08.
That involve risk and stuff should have a better payday, and especially if it's something like a combat mission or a massacre mission, and you have a pilot that's maybe dangerous, deadly, or elite ranked, then I think they should be getting paid well for their participation, because it's the other way, because they've probably got more chance of being successful in the mission, in completing the task at hand, than maybe somebody who is ranked expert or less.
Scan detected.
Again, depending on the risk involved. But I'd like to see the mission board get done, because that's where a lot of the core gameplay is, I think, in taking missions and doing things. But there's got to be more diversity. They've got to be adding new mission types, and not new mission types based on current missions. For example, a courier mission, please deliver this to this place, is pretty much the same as a boom time delivery. It's just got a different name and a different description. It's essentially the same thing. Take this from A to B and here's the money. Different missions.
Solid contact. Securing ship. warning, Commander. Civil war is plaguing this system. You may want to be careful who you pledge your allegiance to.
Yeah, you said that last time I landed, but I like the fact that it is said. Yeah, chained missions can go some way to do that. You know, they can ask you to kill somebody, which is the first part of the mission, for example, and then take their cargo that they're going to drop, that the game makes it drop, and then you take that. And the second part of your mission now is trading. Go and take it somewhere and earn some profit for us. Bring it back, bring the money back, and I don't know, whatever. Take the package that is the data package that is dropped by this person you just killed, and it's sensitive information. Please take it to this system. Yeah, those kind of things. A bit more diversity in missions. For me, that's where a lot of the core gameplay is going to be. You know, I think they've got combat pretty much covered, but it's core gameplay for me translates to things to do. And things to do is mainly found on the missions board, I would say. What, you know, in the bubble. I'm not talking about going out exploring or you know, deciding to spend a couple of hours in a Haz-res, but just looking for general things to do. Like perhaps another idea would be if you have a system in a war state or a civil war state, that you can take a ship capable of carrying passengers, and you have refugees that want to, or whatever they're called, yeah, refugees, that want to leave their system while it's in a war state. And so you take these people to a neighboring system that is in a peaceful state, and you get them out of their homes because they want to leave the system while it's at war. And that could also be part of a chain mission, where those missions where you take let's call them refugees, you take them to a different system and you drop them off, and they can live there, they can habit that place for a while. But then those missions stay in your transactions tab, and then when the war ends in that system, or civil war, when it becomes a peaceful state again, that those same people pop a message here up on the up here and say, thanks for, you might remember us, you dropped us off, can you please come and take us back? You know, a bit of loyalty there from rather than just ordering another taxi, they want you to come and take them back because you were the one that took them there, and you know, they liked you, kind of thing. So they took your business card and say, yeah, when we want to go back, we'll call you. And now you get the second part of the chain mission when that system comes out of war. Those kind of things. I mean, I just thought of that off the top of my head. So if there was like a think tank that just sat and thought about missions, a lot of these like data transfer courier jobs, they're very, very similar to assassinations. They're different types of people, but courier, deliver this, salvage that, yeah. I'd like to see more diversity, really. Anyway, let's drop this thing off and get paid. I seem to have just become cordial with somebody? No, I thought it said cordial there. I must have misread that. Okay, let's have a look in contacts and see if there is a search and rescue agent here. Great. I'm not sure whether these were in every system or every station. I don't think so. I think they just said it was in some. And there it is. I have an occupied escape pod. So what do I do here? Okay, so there's your reward, 2,600. Like I didn't think it was going to be anything major, but at least we have a place to bring these now, where before you would see these and you think, well, what the hell am I supposed to do with this lot? I even could have brought the hostage here, but then I wouldn't have completed the mission. I might have got more money for it. So there we go. I've literally rescued somebody now who was stuck in an escape pod, and now. Oh, well done. Thank you, Commander. With your help, we are one step closer in completing our goal in aiding the search and rescue of missing people. Oh, well, that's the first time I've done that, so that's cool. Alright, so I'm going to end this video then, and I'm going to go in search of proper massacre missions. And for that, I am guessing that I need to find. I've only included war here, not civil war, because I'm not sure whether you get massacre missions in civil war. I suppose I could definitely try it, but I just want to go to these systems. Let me just see if I can take these routes off. And I want to find them with high population, but I'm not seeing too many, to be honest. Everybody seems to be in a very peaceful state. See, look at that little dot, and in 2.3, I'm not. You probably wouldn't be able to select that. I don't know, maybe. Now that's in civil war again. It's got a low population, so I'm not sure it's going to serve the purpose that I need. Let's have a look at this one. There we go. Civil war, 5.5 billion. So I'm going to pop over there and see if they have massacre missions, and if not, I'll probably ask on the forum and ask if anyone knows a good system I can pick up ship massacre missions in. So that's it. Yeah, I just wanted to check out that hostage mission, as I've never done one before. It was quite uneventful, but there we go. I got yeah, it was something. So I will be back. I am expecting beta 2 today. I don't know why. I think there's been some bugs that need to be sorted out fairly soon. Still unsure whether the commanders being a solid block on the sensor screen is a bug. I'm going to say it is because it wasn't in the changelog, and also if you're going to hide the fact that there are commanders in the system on the sensor, then I would say also take away the word commander from here, so that we really don't know until they deploy their weapons. I mean, if you're going to do it, just go the whole way. Just don't be half-hearted about it. Because if I want to see if there's any commanders, I can just go here, or I can just go here. Okay, that's it from me, and I'll catch you next time. Bye bye.